Welcome back to Top Rack Facts. Today, we're exploring groundbreaking chess strategies that have emerged in 2024. These tactics have revolutionized how games are approached and played at the highest levels. Get ready to dive into the top 10 strategies that are redefining the landscape of competitive chess. 1. Hyper-accelerated dragon. The hyper-accelerated dragon, a dynamic evolution of the Sicilian defense, prioritizes early bishop development to g7, challenging central control swiftly. This strategy enables black to exert pressure on white's central and queenside pawns early in the game. Ideal for aggressive players, this opening disrupts traditional Sicilian themes by accelerating the tempo and forcing opponents into uncomfortable positions. Its rise in popularity among grandmasters in 2024 has demonstrated its effectiveness, particularly in blitz and rapid formats where time is crucial, and early advantages can be decisive. As players look for ways to gain the upper hand quickly, this aggressive opening has become a cornerstone for those aiming to dominate the board from the outset. 2. Quantum evaluation. Quantum evaluation leverages emerging quantum computing technologies to analyze positions, offering players a multitude of probable outcomes instead of singular, linear solutions. This strategy involves evaluating positions by considering every possible move simultaneously, akin to how quantum bits operate. By embracing this multi-dimensional analysis, players can uncover unconventional and highly effective moves that traditional engines might overlook. The technique has been particularly transformative in complex middle-game scenarios where the sheer number of variables makes classical calculation methods cumbersome. As a result, players using quantum evaluation can maintain flexibility in their playstyle, adapting to their opponent's moves with unprecedented precision and creativity. 3. Silent sacrifice. Silent sacrifice is a subtle yet powerful strategy that involves making seemingly minor sacrifices that confuse opponents about their purpose. These sacrifices are designed not for immediate gain but for complex, long-term benefits that are often only visible several moves later. This tactic requires a profound understanding of chess dynamics and an ability to foresee deep into the game, making it a favorite among strategic players who excel in setting traps. By sacrificing a piece without clear compensation, players can lure opponents into a false sense of security, only to overturn the game dramatically as the true intent of the sacrifice unfolds. 4. Adaptive opening repertoires. 2024 has seen a shift towards adaptive opening repertoires, where players no longer stick to a single preferred setup but instead adjust their openings based on specific opponent weaknesses identified through AI analysis. This strategy uses advanced algorithms to analyze opponents' past games and predict their likely responses, allowing players to choose openings that are most likely to discomfort or counter their opponent effectively. The result is a highly personalized approach to each match, making game preparation more dynamic and targeted than ever. This adaptability has proven to be a game-changer in tournaments, where the ability to surprise and outmaneuver opponents can make the difference between winning and losing. 5. Blitzkrieg pawns. The blitzkrieg pawn strategy involves rapid, aggressive pawn advances that aim to seize control of the board early in the game. This approach focuses on gaining space and creating weaknesses in the opponent's position by deploying pawns in a coordinated assault on key squares. Often used to facilitate faster development of pieces, this tactic can lead to significant advantages if executed correctly. However, it requires careful calculation and timing to ensure that the advancing pawns do not become weaknesses themselves. When used by skilled players, this bold strategy can be devastating, forcing opponents to defend rather than developing their own game plan. 6. Psychological endgames. Psychological endgames focus on endgame positions that are technically drawn but are difficult to play for the opponent. This strategy exploits the psychological pressure of defending a drawn position under tournament conditions, where the stakes and stress are high. Players adept at these endgames choose scenarios that maximize the potential for opponent errors due to the complexity and subtlety of the positions. The ability to play these endgames well requires deep theoretical knowledge and the psychological acumen to wear down opponents, making it an invaluable strategy in the arsenal of top-level players. 7. Cloud-assisted strategy development. Cloud-assisted strategy development utilizes cloud computing to access a vast array of chess resources and databases in real time, greatly enhancing players' ability to prepare for matches. This technology allows players to analyze millions of game scenarios and variations quickly, providing them with insights and strategies that were previously accessible only to those with extensive support teams. By leveraging cloud resources, players can tailor their strategies to exploit opponents' weaknesses effectively, leveling the playing field between the elite and the rising stars in chess. 8. Reverse engineering attacks. Reverse engineering attacks involve dissecting an opponent's typical game strategies and constructing specific counters to exploit their weaknesses. This proactive approach requires thorough research and analysis of an opponent's games, identifying patterns and tendencies in their play. By understanding what an opponent is likely to do in various situations, players can prepare precise responses that turn the opponent's strengths into vulnerabilities. This strategic depth is particularly effective in high-stakes matches where familiarity with an opponent's style can provide a critical edge. 9. Multi-threading tactics. Multi-threading tactics involve maintaining multiple simultaneous threats across different parts of the board, compelling the opponent to address several problems at once. This strategy can overwhelm opponents, causing them to make mistakes under the pressure of having to defend multiple fronts. Each tactical thread is designed to complement others, creating a synergistic effect that enhances the overall effectiveness of a player's game plan. This method mirrors multi-threaded processes in computing, where multiple operations are handled at once, enhancing efficiency and outcomes. 10. Ecocentric play. Ecocentric play borrows concepts from ecological conservation, focusing on resource preservation and sustainability on the chessboard. Players adopting this style make moves that conserve their options and flexibility, reducing waste and avoiding overcommitment. This approach not only ensures a strong position in the late game, but also keeps opponents guessing, making it difficult for them to commit to a definitive counter-strategy. Ecocentric play is a testament to the evolving nature of chess, where strategic conservation parallels global trends towards sustainability and efficiency. The chessboard of 2024 reflects a blend of innovation, technology, and deep strategic thought. These 10 strategies not only challenge traditional approaches but also invite players to think differently about the game. Whether you are a seasoned grandmaster or an enthusiastic amateur, understanding these strategies enriches your appreciation of chess as a dynamic and evolving sport. Thank you for watching Top Rack Facts. Remember to subscribe for more insightful content into how traditional games are being transformed by modern strategies.